Welcome to this Myrtle Rutland Library instructional video. This video will focus on Academic OneFile, which is the very first database listed in our long list of databases. The Academic OneFile database is a fantastic database. It does thousands of titles of journals and magazines, and it also has a lot of wonderful functions that will help you to focus your searches and bring up just that material that you want to look at. Let's get started. First, go to the main TRC webpage, which is www.trcc.edu. The main Three Rivers College webpage will come up. Near the top of the page, please click on ARC/library. This will direct you to the Myrtle Rutland Library homepage, which is part of Three Rivers College. In order to select databases, scroll down the page, and on the left hand of the page, you will see a link that says Search for Articles. Below that, it says Search Databases for Periodical and Journal Articles. So click on Search for Articles, and you will be directed to a screen that shows you a list of the databases that Myrtle Rutland Library provides for all Three Rivers faculty, staff, and students. Usually when you click on a database, the first thing you'll have to do is log in. Now I have already logged in, so the boxes will not appear. But when you click on a database, your login will simply be your Blackboard login. If you are a TRC faculty or staff member, Myrtle Rutland Library has a generic login that we can give to all TRC faculty and staff that allows them to log into the databases. Simply stop by or call us and we will give you this generic login. Now, let's select our first database, Academic OneFile. Now, below each one of the titles for all of the databases, there is a short description of what this database is all about. So let's click on Academic OneFile. This is what I call a general database. And what I mean by that is, this database covers so many different titles in journals and magazines. It covers almost every single subject or person you can think of that is newsworthy. Let's go ahead and do some searches in the Academic OneFile, and I'm going to show you a few of the tools in Academic OneFile that will help you to do a better search. First of all, in order to make your search as focused as you can, you want to remember two things. First of all, if you want to search multiple words together in a unit, please put them in quotation marks. For example, if I'm searching for things on George Washington, or a topic such as gun control, or capital punishment, or sickle cell anemia, if I do not put these words in quotation marks, Academic OneFile will search every piece of material in its database for each individual word. For example, if I typed George Washington without quotation marks, it is going to bring up every single piece of material with the word George in it or the word Washington. And the vast majority of all the material that comes up will be totally unuseful to the student or faculty staff member. But if I put the term George Washington in quotation mark, I'm telling the unit only bring up those pieces of material where the words George Washington are side by side. Also, the same thing's true for topics such as capital punishment or gun control. If I put those terms in quotation marks, I'm telling the unit to please only bring back material with those words side by side. Now, oftentimes this is not enough to narrow your search. For example, if I were to type in the words Civil War in quotation marks, yes, it's true, it would only bring back material with the words Civil War side by side, but you would still get back hits on everything that doesn't even relate to the American Civil War. It might be about Civil War in Russia, or Civil War in Africa, or Civil War between CEOs of different companies, and on and on. So what you want to do then is use the word "and" to limit the search even further. For example, I might type Civil War in quotation marks and the word Shiloh, or Gettysburg, or Antietam. Or I might do Civil War in quotation marks and then Robert E. Lee in quotation marks. So I'm telling the unit only bring back those articles with the term Civil War in it and Robert E. Lee. So again, use quotation marks and use the word "and." Now let's do a search, and I want you to see some of the great things that this database will do for you. First of all, it works just like a search engine on the internet, Google or any one of those, that as you type in your search, it anticipates what you want, and it will type a list below your search box saying, is this what you're looking for? And if something is brought up that you want, just click on it, it will do the search. For example, watch this. We are going to type in the term Civil War in quotation marks. It tells me, do you want Civil War era, Civil War between, etc. So I can go down here and type, or click on one of these and search it. But let's do Civil War, and I'm not going to type in a specific battle. If I was being very, very specific, I would type it in, but I want us to get a lot of results. So I'm just going to be kind of generic here and type in Civil War and battles. Now, look at this. It brought back over 1,282 results. Now, the first thing it does by default, all of this material is from academic journals. Look here on the right-hand side. All of this came out of academic journals, whether it's a book review, news article, or report, or whatever. If you look through this and you've done all you want with it, and then you say, I want to look at regular magazines, you can also switch to magazines. And there's 1,968 results about Civil War battles in magazine. So now we know we're looking at just magazine material, and again you can click back and forth, academic journals, magazines. Now, no matter which one of these two you're in, academic journals or magazines, there's some really cool things you can do. For example, as I scroll down this page a little bit, it says document type, and it's got a plus sign out here. I'm going to click on the plus sign. Now, out of all this material here, it says this many are brief articles, 861 are book reviews, 461 are articles, and on and on and on. Well, let's say I just want to look at the articles. I'm not worried about brief articles. I don't want book reviews this time. I'm going to click on articles. Here's what's cool, guys. Everything disappears except full text articles. If I wanted book reviews or other things, I could click on those. When these materials come up, first of all, it gives you the information about the article, and it tells me all about it. It's full text. And if I want to see this article, right here, Preservation Makes Strides at the Civil War Sites, it tells me this is out of the America's Civil War magazine. It's from September 2015, and I love to look at the word count. I want to exclude any articles that are way too short, that I think they're too brief to help me, or if they're way too long. So even though I'm looking at the title of the article, what it came out of, what's the name of the journal or magazine, and how new is it, etc., I always look at the word count. Now, you can click on PDF right now to bring it up, but usually, first of all, I click on the title to bring up the entire article or whatever I'm looking at. Okay? So you look here, and your search terms will appear in red. I typed in Civil War, there's the term Civil War, and I typed in battle or battles. So here is the article right here. Now, once you bring up the article full text, this toolbox is very, very important. It will do citations for me. You can click on this and it will choose between MLA or APA for you. I can email this article. I can download it. I can print it. You can also, if you're a student and English is not your first language, you can also translate the article into any one of these languages. Very helpful. So once I've looked at all the material I want, once I'm done, again, I can look in academic journals, and I can also look in magazines. Academic OneFile is a fantastic database. If you need any help selecting which database you want to use, if you need help using the database, maybe you're not using the right keyword searches and you're not finding what you want, please let the library staff help you. You can stop by in person and talk to us. You can call us on the telephone. You can send us a text message. You can also email us. And all these ways to contact us are listed on the library webpage. Thank you.